Hi, KK Moran again for the Art of Self-Mastery. So we've covered a lot of elements in self-mastery so far. The next thing I want to talk about is, remember earlier we talked about persistence. Well, the next thing I want to talk about is that element that actually undergirds and makes persistence possible. It's the concept of resolve. Resolve is the steel beam that holds everything up, that gives you the strength and power to push past your obstacles and the things that get in the way of you achieving your goals. The dictionary describes resolve as to make a firm decision. Well, I don't think that really puts it as strongly as it needs to be put. It's not just to make a firm decision, but it's to have your entire being make this decision. That this is the way it's going to be, I'm going to do it, and that's it. Now, I like to look about in literature and movies and things for inspiration and elements that express and illustrate various concepts. And the concept of resolve I like to illustrate with a scene from the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Some of you who are not familiar with this movie, there are two main characters. One is Aragorn, who is an uncrowned king, the heir to a throne, who is by events beyond his control, having that mantle of responsibility thrust upon him. And then there's Gandalf the Grey. He's an ancient and powerful wizard who is working with Gandalf to try to defeat the forces of evil which are assaulting Middle-earth. Now, this scene takes place on the evening before a great battle where a huge, overwhelming force of enemies have amassed outside the castle walls. And the situation looks very grim. There's very little hope that they could survive the attack that is about to happen. So they're having a conversation. And Gandalf says to Aragorn, "So while there is hope, we will fight." And because Aragorn hasn't actually discovered himself yet, responds to Gandalf the Grey by saying, "Well, what do we do when hope fades?" And the wizard hesitates for just a moment or two and then says, "Then we fight without hope." And then you can watch the movie and you see the faces of these two characters stiffen into firm resolve. And this is the point you need to get to in the achievement of your goals, where resolve formulates inside your very being, where all of a sudden it doesn't matter what the external situation is. You're going to do what needs to be done. You set your emotions, fears, and doubts aside because they are not you. You are someone who can get something done when you decide to do that. And in fact, you'll find that once resolve happens, so many of those things just fall away. You're on the phone calling prospects. Some guy starts to give you a little bit of a hard time. You're off the phone onto the next guy, and he's sitting there with empty space. He doesn't know what happened. You don't even remember him because you're moving on to the next thing. You just wanted to know, "Hey, I'm going somewhere. Are you coming with me or aren't you? Let me know." That's what resolve is. It's a steel that goes up and down your spine that makes it easy for you to move ahead and get the things done that you need to get done. So that's all for tonight. KK Moran signing off again for the Art of Self-Mastery. Remember, self-mastery is attained one decision at a time.